gloomy day here at Gillette Stadium. The weather really reflecting the mood around here. Pretty somber coming off a loss.
Yeah, Patriots always kind of overreact to these losses a little bit. They don't happen very often, so the mood in the locker room is always very dour after a loss.
Yes, and Patriots Nation, believe it or not, the team is not doomed for the season, but fans are very concerned about the Patriots defense, especially seeing them give up 31 points to the Seahawks Sunday night. But Doug, are they really as bad as everyone's making them out to be?
I still have a tough time saying this defense is atrocious. A lot of things have been thrown around. Worst defense of the Belichick era, worst defense in the NFL. Neither one of those things is true. This defense isn't good. They might not even be average, but they're not atrocious. They can still win, I think, with the performance that they're putting out there each week. You know, if you look at the rankings, and stats aren't everything, but they're pretty middle of the pack in almost everything, other than points allowed, where they're still sixth in the NFL. There's a case to be made that they haven't played a lot of high-powered offenses. That's not even really that true. They played the Bengals, they played the Cardinals, they played the Bills. Bills' offense has been great. Patriots have played them twice. So I think this is an okay defense. I think they can improve, but I don't think they're necessarily atrocious.
Well, certainly strong enough to get by for the remainder of their schedule. They're not exactly facing the toughest teams in the league, but as we saw on Sunday against a high-caliber team like the Seahawks, they're going to need to be better in the playoffs. So what do they need to do to improve so that they can really make a run in the postseason?
Well, I think they really need to use at least the next 3 games as kind of a trial period. Maybe try to get a little bit more aggressive on defense. That means more pass rush, more blitzing, more press coverage, maybe try to force more turnovers, because if they can really dominate these next 3 games, then I think that they can at least be pretty competitive against good teams in the playoffs. And I think that these 3 games that they should absolutely win, are really the time to try to experiment a little bit with getting a little bit more aggressive on defense, because they can let up big plays against the Rams, say, or even the 49ers, and still win that game. They aren't going to be able to do that against those better teams in the playoffs. So I think there are certainly some areas where they can improve. I think this defense still has talent. They don't have the same upside that they had heading into the season, but they can still rebound to be at least an above average group.
Well, might be able to get a boost against a not so great 49ers offense
Yes.
on Sunday. We'll see what happens.